Have you ever gotten parenting advice from someone who has never grown a cactus? Welcome to the wonderful world of family dogmas. Convent edition version. Education. A minefield where everyone, absolutely everyone, has something to say. Especially those who have never set foot on the battlefield. I have no children, but... It starts like this, like a joke. And it ends with a sermon that makes you regret not having been born yesterday. As if the art of raising a human being could be distilled into a couple of maxims and a few prayers. Maybe recited in Latin, to give it more weight. And then there are them. The vestals of good manners, the guardians of iron discipline. Those who, perhaps, have never seen a child who was not in a nativity scene. But they know. Oh, they know. They know exactly how to raise a child in 2025. Obedience is needed. Blind, of course. The kind that doesn't ask questions, doesn't make noise, doesn't do anything that might disturb the cosmic order. Chastity is needed. Spiritual, of course. That impure thoughts are the first step towards perdition. And Japanese cartoons. And maybe, just to keep the traditional touch, a spanking. Metaphorical, or maybe not. It depends on how obedient you have been. Because education, as we know, is suffering. If you are not suffering, you are not educating well. Neither you, parent, nor you, poor creature. Childhood is not a time of play and discovery. It is a marathon of guilt. Every smile too many, every wish expressed, is a potential sin. To be atoned for with punishments. And, horror, no cartoons for a week. Sacrifice is the currency of the day. Yours, parent, in giving up your life. His, child, in giving up his childhood. This phrase, a timeless classic. The seal of guarantee on every repression, on every senseless prohibition. Love, according to this school of thought, comes through sacrifice. Yours, of course. Discipline comes through repression. His, the child's. And the child? Well, the child learns. Learns to be quiet. Learns not to bother. Learns not to be. For whose glory? For tradition? For domestic quiet? Or perhaps just for the convenience of those who do not want to be disturbed by a growing soul? How many generations have drunk this bitter cup? Cold, rigid, detached educational models. Passed off as pure love. Spiritual love. Love that forges you in pain. And we, the children of this pedagogy of sacrifice, what have we learned? Perhaps to feel guilty for existing. Maybe confusing love with control. Discipline with fear. And in the meantime, those who don't have children continue to dispense pearls of wisdom. Because, you know, it's easier to educate others. Especially when you don't have to suffer the consequences. Conclusion. Next time you get advice from someone who has never experienced what they're talking about, ask yourself. Is it love, or is it just an echo of centuries of silence and control disguised as virtue? Raising a child takes real love, not rules set in stone. And maybe a little laughter, mistakes, and creative disobedience.